Newsmax have been carrying on a very similar diatribe to Trump, and they've been going on about election fraud and going mad about it, covering it left, right and centre until they got a writ. When they got a writ, like Rudy Giuliani and other people we'll talk about after we've seen the video we're going to see, they suddenly got a memo from above their financial bosses and the solicitors that said, you can't let people mention election fraud now. We're not in favour of it now because we're going to get sued. So Newsmax clearly invited on the My Pillow guy who hadn't been shared in the memo.
So what happened? What happened with your Twitter account and the company page?
Well, first mine was taken down because we have all the election fraud with these Dominion machines. We have 100% proof. And then when they took it down about 3 weeks ago, and then I'm going to put it back up. My personal, it was a
Mike, thank you very much. Mike, you're talking about machines that we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those kinds of allegations. We just want to let people know that there's nothing substantive that we've seen. And let me read you something there. While there were some clear evidence of some cases of vote fraud and election irregularities, the election results in every state were certified, and Newsmax accepts the results as legal and final. The courts have also supported that view. So we wanted to talk to you about canceling culture, if you will. We don't want to relitigate the allegations that you're making, Mike, because we understand where you are. So let me ask you this. Do you think that this should be temporary because it appears to be permanent? Could you make an argument that it is temporary?
What?
Could you make an argument that this could be a temporary banning rather than permanent?
No, I want it to be a permanent because you know what? They did this because I'm revealing all the evidence on Friday of all the election fraud with these machines. So I'm sorry if you think it's not
Mike,
it's real.
Can I ask our producers, can we get out of here, please? I don't want to have to keep going over this.
Actually,
we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those allegations that you're
Mike, hold on a second. Everybody hold on a second. Mike, hold on 1 second. Let's talk a little bit about just what is happening overall in terms of censorship of...
Trying to cancel out my company and myself. In this country, it's cancel culture.
What can you say to that?
That was amazing.
Absolutely
amazing.
I love this because we're doing a similar sort of show, and they cut to the two screens there where the other presenter had done one because he wanted to get upstairs and go, he's gone mad, it's nothing to do with me, you know. And the other, they were wanting to cut to the My Pillow guy and the female presenter, and they went and cut to her in an empty chair. Did you see that?
But it's so good wanting Newsmax going scared stiff,
terrified.
Stiff.
Yeah. And this is the thing. If you are a Newsmax person and you're watching this show and you love the right wing, you've got to admit that was so weak, wasn't it? Eh?
But the big news tonight.
So weak.
The big news tonight is they are also after
Fox News. They've gone and slapped them with a writ, and do you know what? Newsmax were terrified of getting the writ that Fox News got tonight, and Newsmax has backed off to the point where they've gone, oh, we'll leave him alone.
I'm leaving. I'm off.
Yeah, but oh, that was unbelievable. That wasn't it? I mean, this is the problem with modern technology, by the way, because normally he'd be trailing a mic lead, wouldn't he? He'd be unhooking it all this wireless app. Technology is no good. It's not as dramatic, is it?
But 2.7 billion, Rudy and Fox.
Yeah, they're absolutely knackered. I'll say this: Rudy will not be able to get the money. Fox News will probably offer $1.5 million to settle it, and it's done. Rudy is in a load of trouble, and all he's done is follow his mate into the fire. And I mean follow him into the massive forest fire that's burning his ass right now. I mean, this is the problem with election fraud. No. There was no evidence. They thought because until this point, Trump, his shtick was say whatever you want, keep saying it, and then people will believe it at some point.
Here's my question. One of the candidates, correspondent in Alaska, is a Fox News correspondent.
Yeah.
He's on the show, has been on the show many, many times, Tom Anderson. We love him to bits, even though his politics are rubbish. But he was due to come on tonight, and suddenly he's not. He's too busy, he's too overwhelmed, blah, 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 things going on. Are Fox News people concerned, do you think? Are they looking at their
I'm hoping to speak to Tom next week, and we'll ask him in person. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, because I think that they're chewing over what's happened tonight, and then by next week we'll be in a different place, won't we? Thank you for watching. I'm impressed. You've passed the IQ test and got this far, so let's press that button. Let's do the last thing that helps us. It's got subscribe on it, you can't miss it, and please ring the bell for notifications of future videos.